Morning all, welcome to another fine day, and it's Friday, superb. So let's get right into it. This is writing. What I'd like you to do today, ladies and gentlemen, is get your dates and LO into your red English books. New clean page please. We are Friday the 22nd of January and our LO is to explore a biography. Now a bit of fun with this one guys, so I hope you can have a bit of fun with it. We are certainly sort of we've gone through the Winston Churchill biography that we looked at. Lots of you doing some superb research there yesterday in particular. Very, very impressed because he's such a significant figure, and for me he's somebody that obviously has boosted the morale of the nation and has guided us through quite a tough time in our history as British as part of the British Isles. So that coupled with the ideology of working people, and soldiers themselves, made for a really significant figure for World War II history as a study. So, get that into your books, guys. Move on to the next slide. Okay, bit of a starter for you. So, starter as a subheading, please. What I'd like you to do is just pause your video in a minute, have a look at these 3 sentences. Have a go at which ones you can, write them out and correct what you can correct, please, okay? Purple pen it, get your purple pen out and then you can self-correct. We'll go through them in a moment, okay? Alright, let's get to it. So, first one, starter, obviously, Mr. and Prile needs capital letter. Mr. Prile ate a pudding, pie and peas for tea. Now, ate a pudding, that's 1 item, pie, 2 items, and peas for tea. Quite a large meal that, isn't it? A pudding and a pie. Comma in between pudding and pie, because it's items in a list, and then your full stop at the end to finish that sentence off. Second one, Miss Trunchbull. Miss Trunchbull is a lady, so we need to get those capital letters in there for first name and surname. Miss Trunchbull screamed, "Sit down, child." So she's bellowing that, she's screaming that. What needs to happen next? Well, there is some direct speech in here, guys, isn't there? Particularly for step 2s here. Comma after screamed, that's your synonym for said. She didn't just say it, she screamed it. Open up your inverted commas. "Sit down, child." And I'm going to change that to a capital, okay? All of this whole section of direct speech could be in capitals, couldn't it? Because she's screaming it as an author, as an intention. We talked about author's intention at the start of the week. Your author's intention here would be for everybody to realise that Miss Trunchbull is a fearsome character. So I might even have all of this in capital letters, but that's not a necessity. What is a necessity at the end of this bit of vocabulary spoken is that exclamation mark, and then you can close your inverted commas directly after it. Okay, "Sit down, child." And if any of you have ever seen Matilda, then you'd realise that she is definitely a fearsome individual, shall we say. Okay. Number 3, mysteriously. Capital M for mysteriously, and that is a fronted adverbial, so it doesn't need a comma directly after it. Mysteriously. Take a breath. Cinderella. Cinderella is our character here. She is a character from the story, so she needs as well. It is a proper noun, so she needs a capital. Cinderella found her slipper, but couldn't make it fit. At the end of that, you need that full stop. I've added your apostrophe already. Most of you step 3s will be able to sort of identify that. However, there's one more bit of grammar work here that needs to happen, because we have a conjunction within this sentence. Cinderella found her slipper is a main clause. We've got that fronted adverbial. However, we've got the word but. So directly before but, there needs to be a comma. Cinderella found her slipper, but couldn't make it fit. Okay, that creates your subordinate clause. But couldn't make it fit is your subordinate clause there. Very well done, guys. Give yourselves a big pat on the back, okay? Because it's Friday, and I think we're feeling happy. Alright, quick one today. just before we start this lesson, I just wanted to make you aware once again, we're looking at biographies here. So we're looking at items that are not written by an individual themselves, okay? We're looking at a biography, something that is written as an outsider's perspective looking in. You've written already some facts and some ideas regarding Winston Churchill, and next week we're going to move on to somebody a little bit more personal, okay? Somebody who actively played a role in World War II, a soldier from our own town, from West Aughton, okay? So we're going to write a biography about a soldier next week, but for today we're going to look at Winston Churchill again. His biography that we looked at was not written by himself, but he has himself written an autobiography. It's something that I know a couple of you mentioned on Seesaw yesterday. You'd actually looked at some of the quotes from his memoirs, as we call it. Memoirs are an individual's own thoughts, okay? So we're looking at an autobiography here, written by the author, and it is a personal book. I'm just going to show you today's task. What I'd like you to do is, there are two ways you can do this, guys. You can look at somebody from your own household, and this is today's task on this next slide. Somebody that is of interest to you. Perhaps you've never asked some of these questions to your mums and your dads. Okay, you could do it twice, you could do it a couple of times. However, I want you to be, guys, today, I want you to be a miniature journalist, an author, somebody who's a writer. And I want you to go, and I want you to have a chat with anybody who's in your household who's available. Okay, if you could possibly do that. Now, there are obviously adults at home with you that are working and they're very, very busy. I do not want you to disturb that at all if you can't, okay? You know me, I'm all for, us doing things individually, and hopefully, we won't disturb mums and dads who are very busy working too much. However, if you can, I'd like you to interview your adults at home using these question headings. The person's name, when they were born, where were they born, what did your parents do? So what did your grandparents do in that sense, if you were interviewing your mum and dad? What are your biggest achievements? And these are some really deep questions to ask adults, guys. It takes a long time to sort of think about biggest achievements. I'll bet a lot of your adults at home would say their biggest achievement is you guys. Having children. It is a really special thing to have as an adult, okay, as a child of their own. Which school did you go to? Discuss that in length. What was your first job? Did you go to university? And have a go at this on your own with those individuals, use the questions that are on this template that I've provided. However, I'm aware that if you can't do that, and you have adults at home that are very, very busy at the time, have a look at the biography again of Winston Churchill. Now, it does not take a lot to have a look at Winston Churchill's achievements online. You can just get onto Google, guys, and you can type in Winston Churchill's achievements, and straight away you'll get some good bullet points from that. I've tried it. Have a look at questions like, what did Winston Churchill's parents do? If you have to use this, turn these questions into a unique answer from Winston Churchill, and all you'd have to do is put into Google, and there'll be lots and lots of ideas that come up on there. Okay. Have a go at this, Swallows. See how you get on. I will see you later on for a little bit of a song and a dance. 1 o'clock, and hopefully all of your parents and yourselves, you got a little announcement last night from me to just welcome you to that meeting. But make sure you use your Purple Mash logins, the information that was given and sent out by school. Any problems, get onto Seesaw, guys. Let me know with logging in at 1 o'clock. I will be around here all afternoon as well. So don't worry about if there are any issues and things like that, we can solve them together. Okay. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of the morning, guys. Make sure you get some good, nice dinner and some lunch down you. Okay. Take care.